It began with a name, I think. We know that it wanted to be a large-scale project. We know that it wanted to involve partnerships with lots of community groups, and we know that we wanted to change the city with it. The idea that this amazing musical entity gets to move into new spheres, I think, is really, really valuable. It gives people a chance to fall in love with that big, big sound. And giving community groups opportunity to tell their stories and to co-compose music that they hear played back to them through the orchestra is also a really, really powerful thing. Because the syncopation is kind of a pull-off rather than a stroke. So. Okay.
The ASO had never done a project like this. It had worked with different communities, but not immersed in the same way that this is. Music's this incredible way of telling a story. It's more than just music. It communicates someone's whole experience, sometimes beyond words. And so if we can get into people's stories and help them create that music, we're truly connecting with them. It makes music contemporary. It brings it into the now. You can bring different musicians together from many different walks of life and have an incredible musical outcome. That was exciting to me.
Did you hear your melodies in there? When we're co-composing with the group, the energy sort of builds over the sessions.
I'm sure the ASO have never done anything like this, and that's what this is all about.
You switch from nervousness to really taking ownership of it, and then all of a sudden someone's going, no, this should go downwards, and that should happen twice, and no, not too many times, one time less, and then now they're composers because they're making decisions about it, and it matters to them, and that's the best thing.
When you bring in musicians of different genres and different backgrounds and different experiences, it totally changes the music that emerges.
This beautiful melody that you'll hear at the beginning, Grace wrote, so shall we?
Okay, great. Let's see what happens.
It's so unusual for any flagship company to embrace a project which brings diversity right into the room in a way that is inescapable. They're not only in the same room, but they're working together.
These are some of the most elite musicians in the country, and we're stepping into this space, and what's it going to sound like? Is it going to sound any good?
There's something about that many people working together to create this incredible sound. All of these musicians who have worked their whole lives to be able to play at that level are there to play your music and tell your story.
To see yourself reflected in an orchestra, I can't even begin to tell you what that feels like.
I have a disability. There's a barrier that I want to get rid of. But in music, it's quite different. Every time when I close my eyes, I think of, right, what's happening in this space? My mind is very creative. There's this loop of music going on and on and on.
Music is a universal language. It's possibly the one universal language. And everybody in that room felt the emotions that go with that.
When you've taught an orchestra to learn through birdsong and you've shared that cultural process, it feels like you've done something important.
Everybody in Australia has some experience of fire or flood. So people want to share their stories.
This fire front was coming up through East Gippsland. They evacuated 30,000 people from East Gippsland. We got out through smoke, but it was very scary. Yeah, we left everything behind, lost everything that we left.
The practice of cultural burning and the use of fire is to bring life, not to destroy it.
So our story was that we were imagining Mother Nature singing a lullaby for the earth, saying it's okay, everything's going to be okay.
When I heard about floods of fire, it just made me think of the story of a phoenix.
After a big fire or after destruction, it's quite desolate. The earth is black.
At least to me, the idea of a flood is that, you know, there's a sort of certain level of breakdown and acceleration. Then
There are certain seed pods that will only open after a fire has come through and germinate the seed pods.
Before language, we had song. We communicated in song as humans all over the world. And it's the way that we've been able to live in this country and create harmony.
Music's a great art form for telling stories, and one of our primary objectives in the orchestra is to connect with community. Community really needs music for healing. It needs music to tell stories. It needs music to connect again. People need music now like never before.
It's the time when humanity can come together and celebrate the richness of experience that is being human, and not just have these voices heard and these voices unheard. There is extraordinary beauty in unexpected places. In fact, it is the unexpected, it is the surprises which are the richest veins for exploration when it comes to making art.